ukuteye no kusabira ngaragura. Je suis vraiment fou de toi. Amaso yanjye niwo wareba. Urukundo wampaye rumara kwifuza. Kandi sinicuza. Je te promets mon bébé to satisfy you. Youhou! Yeah, thank you for having me. What's up, everybody? Bruce Melodie here. What I can say, we started with a big event in BK Arena. I think it was EAP. That's usually the first event which happens every year. So it was a success event. And then I recorded a lot of songs and I performed on a bigger stage such as Global Citizen, Giants of Africa. Yeah, a lot happened, but you know, life is ups and downs. Yeah, but so far, what I can say about 2023 was a good year and I had so much fun with my fans, my family. I lost my grandma. That was part of that was the part of the year 2023 that I will not forget. But yeah, life goes on. So I was in backstage after my performance. I was sweating, and then I saw one guy. He's not even Rwandese. He's maybe a Ghanaian. And then he was like, "Who is Bruce Melodie? Where is Bruce Melodie?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm here." I was doing an interview, but we had to stop the interview because he was like, we need him. And I was like, what's going on, what's up? And he told me, Mr. President wants to meet you. And it was an event, but there was some basketball things. So I thought, maybe it's not His Excellency Paul Kagame, it's someone else. And I asked him, who did you mention? He was like, I said, Mr. President wants to meet you. So we went there. Bro, to be honest, I was shaking, you know, meeting His Excellency. It was like a dream. To me, it was like a dream coming true because everyone who lived in this country, he knows that it's not that easy meeting Paul Kagame himself. It's not for everyone because he's a busy person. And also, he's a president. He's not just a person like any other person you can meet. So it was a greatest moment, and I still have that picture in the video. I feel like I need to see that every day so I can feel like, Bruce Melodie, you met this guy. You don't need to disappoint any of your fans, especially your country. I cannot say that because it was a private conversation. And plus, I don't feel like, you know, he just chose to meet me. I'm not here to put out what have been going on between me and him. But to be honest, I felt at the moment, I felt like I really needed that. I really needed to meet him myself. And the rest of the conversation, I'd rather keep it a secret. That would be good for me. I do because we had a chance to, like, I'm talking as a local artist. We had a chance to connect with other artists, business people, and you know, we had a lot to learn because, you know, our industry is still growing. I feel like we had a very good opportunity to meet big names. As you mentioned, Trace Awards. The whole Africa was in Kigali. You know, we had a chance to meet the Davido, Diamonds, and everyone had to connect and talk about music, talk about business, that music business. It was a great opportunity. And another thing is, you know, these big stages are totally different from what we used to do here. And having that moment and learn how you do the I'm giving you this example. I did a performance in Trace Awards, and I had to perform with Shaggy, but he was not there. So I didn't know, when we discussed that with Shaggy, I couldn't believe that will happen. Like that would be doable. But he told me, no, I'm going to do my part. I'll shoot it. You know, you will go live on the stage. For me, I'll be on the screen, and that will be perfect. So I introduced the idea to the Trace team. They were like, yeah, that's doable. Let's do this. You know, that's the thing I've never thought about. I was like, if this is possible, then we can even shoot a song. We can, you know, it was a very great opportunity to learn and to get to know some of the things we didn't know. I met a guy called Steve here in Kigali. He just heard my song and he liked it. He came to me, and when he introduced himself to me, he was like the head of S-Curve Records. It's a record label in America, and I don't really remember the state. I'll get it. If I remember that, I'll say that. And he was like, I like your music, and I think we can do a business. And we started talking about business, but he also mentioned that, what do you think if you can do a remix of this song? I was like, yeah, I'm down. And he was like, what do you think if we put Shaggy on the record? I was like, is even that possible? And I was like, yes. And then we sent Shaggy the song. We recorded separately. We shot the video separately because it was in America. I was in Kigali. And then the song happened just like that. And another thing is, Shaggy is a good person. Like the way I knew him and the way he treated me, I like speechless. I'm speechless because the guy was like a brother to me. Like when I met him, it was like we have met like for a long time. Like he knew me, so he just saw me and he told me that when I see you, I just, you know, I'm an artist. I've been doing this for a long time. When I see you and your struggle, I can tell, I can know what I can help, because I'm an artist like who have been doing this for a long time. So shout out to Shaggy, and thank you for being on my record. That was big to me because I've never performed in front of white people, like the full house white people. I was very scared, and I was like, I was like, what is it going to happen? We went to do the sound check, and that was cool. Everything said online, you know, these people are like always like this. So the time of performance came. Of course, Shaggy started his part with his other music. He performed. So he introduced me on the stage, and he mentioned that I came from Kigali, from Rwanda, 24 hours just to perform for them. And then it was like everyone was happy to see me for the first time. They just heard my name, and the first thing I did, I told him, everybody say you, and they all said you, and I was like, yes, we are going to do this. So we performed. People were happy. They were jumping. You know, it's a happy song. By the way, it's called When She's Around, Funga Macho. So it's a very, very happy song. So everyone was happy. And for the first time when we performed, I just confirmed that even any other performance I'm going to do, it's going to be better. So that was it about performances. And the second one was the same thing. People were hyped. They were happy. Yeah, and then I did my event. The other event I did in Maine, Portland. I was very excited. Plus, no one should be like it's not like to me. How I take it is my responsibility to move with my country, because even if you're doing this interview in English, but you know we can speak good Kinyarwanda. So we are Rwandese. We are from this country. For me, everywhere I go, I travel with my country. Whenever I have the flag or not, I just have my country in my head, in my heart. You know, even when I meet people, I try to tell them where I come from. I come from 1,000 Hills country. You know, I come from Kigali, Rwanda, the cleanest city. You know, I just love that, and I do that just as a person. No one tells me to do so. I just do it as Bruce Melodie. Yeah, now we have a deal with, I'm not under any label, but I have a deal. I have a deal with S-Curve Records, with Hollywood Records, and Disney Music. So we are working on some projects. I don't feel comfortable talking about what's in the contracts and who does A, B, C, D. But what you have to know that I have a partnership with all those companies, and we're doing something great for our music industry, like for Bruce Melodie's music and East Africa or African music industry in general. So it's a good thing and it's a big thing. You just wait and see. When I drop another banger, you will get to know what's going on and how we are doing it. Bruce Melodie is a brand, and it's a one part of the contract that I have with different companies. So I don't really like to go through papers or documents and mention that, let's say this does that. But one thing you can know is Universal Music is doing my publishing, then distributing, and then should I say even Disney, or I don't feel comfortable talking about this. But what I know is I'm in good hands, and I'm working with people who have experience of years and years, so they know what they're doing. And I'm here as an artist who is established here in Rwanda, who in regional East Africa, and I'm doing my music with the right people. That's what you have to know. You don't have to worry about anything because we have lawyers. Like if we decide to sign a contract, it will be a very good thing to us. Yeah. So you don't need to worry about anything. I usually, before I start a basketball club, we used to go to the stadiums for football or basketball in BK Arena, not for fun, just for work. But I used to play basketball when I was young. So I knew something about basketball, and invest in something, it's not like you have to know how to do the thing. You know, sometimes you see the future of business and then you decide to invest in it. So when it comes about UGB, basketball club, we just invested in UGB because we can see the future of the team is bright. And the basketball here in Rwanda is becoming a big deal. For those who knows about basketball, they know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's Sweden, but it's not yet confirmed because we are still negotiating with them. That's why I didn't post anything. But yes, they are talking with my team. So we are still negotiating about the contract and all that. But probably, inshallah, we'll do that. You know, for me, I cannot describe my journey in just 3 words because 13 years to me, it's like half of my life. I've been doing this for 12 years now. I cannot explain that in 3 words. Like, it's not coming quickly just like that. But what I can say, first thing to do is to learn, to serve and get paid. If you don't serve, you don't get paid. If you don't learn, you don't serve. Like, you have to have all that. Hey, that's a way back. That was like in 2006, and I was very young. But that's when I started writing some songs. And I used to be a rapper when I started like when I realized that I have a talent. I used to think that I'm a rapper than even a singer. I'm a G the Black. Yeah, I used to do the choruses for fellow rappers, and I used to do my own choruses for my songs. Yeah, I've been a producer for a long time, but by the time I used to sing, and everyone was like, bro, you have a nice voice. But I couldn't believe that I can become a singer because by the time, you know, we used to hate people who sing. Like, we used to love hip hop here in Rwanda that much, but I think it's because of the time, like, it's because of, I think it's the consequences of the lifetime at the time. because we went through a lot, you know, people have seen a lot. Yeah, people are sad and suffering. So I think that was the problem. That's where the tough game comes from. Diplomat, and all those big rappers, big names, you know. And I thought I'm one of them, but that was not true. I was a singer. Even now I can write a hip hop song, I can even rap, but I feel like I don't believe that I can rap better than Fireman. I do music, depend on what's on the market, and for that I think I do freestyle. You know, I can do a zouk song, I can do a rock song, I can do pop, techno, any style which is trending. That's why now I'm doing Afrobeat, because Afrobeat is taking over. And I do piano as well. So it's time for Africa, like the other song. I do freestyle. Depending on how I wake up. Like I can wake up singing of my wife. Like the song called Katerina. I just thought of my wife, and that's her name. I started, I wanna look at your baby kidogo, Katerina. And another day I can wake up singing like, you know, I don't have any particular message I want to give out. No, I just be me, I do freestyle. I just love some artists, and I love the way they used to write their music, like Michael Jackson or Craig David. It's just you. You know, this is a gift. Yeah, we cannot say that we are special because we are gifted, but we are also special somehow because you just come out with your feelings and your thoughts, and someone else will feel the same. You know, so I rather be me and write what comes in my mind and give out the message I have at the moment. That's how I do it. Now, you see we're here in the studio. I'm working on my upcoming album, and I have 2 songs that I feel like, yeah, this is Bruce Melodie. There is a song called, should I mention the names? I'll mention, no. There's a song I wrote for my mom. I just released the small part on TikTok, and everyone was crying.
You've also performed it in the States?
Yeah, I did. So that's the song comes from my heart. And then there is another song called X Anthem. The X Anthem is a big song for me. You know, sometimes we even we record songs and feel like this song is big because of my feelings. When you drop it, people will be like, that's a normal song. But to me, when I listen, when I listen to those 2 songs, I feel like, yes, I did it. It was in 2021 when we did an event in BK Arena, when I was celebrating my 10 years career. I was happy at the moment. Like, I even look at the videos now and pictures and be like, yeah, we did this. Because when I started, I didn't know that this would be my business. I just started music because I loved music, and that's all. I've never dreamed of making money from music. So when I celebrated 10 years, I celebrated also losing my mom in 2012. I also celebrated my kids. Like, I celebrated my life because all that, like, I sing what I live. I like, that's time when we were in BK Arena with 1,000 people, 10,000 people. I was like, yeah, this is Bruce Melodie who is bringing all these people just to listen to music. So I had a lot to celebrate, yeah. I'm going to be honest with you, most of the artists, when it comes about that question, they lie. Yeah, they do. Sasa, for me, I'm not going to lie. One thing I do, before going on a stage, I just need like 5 minutes alone. You know, we have this monitor, the in-ear monitor. When I put them on and I tell everyone to leave, I just need like 5 minutes to be alone, to focus on what I'm going to do. And then I like to have like 1 glass of gin. And that's it, that's Bruce Melodie. Bro, imagine having like all those times with Shaggy. He always show up on time, and you know he's an old guy, like he's in 50s, and you know here in Africa we're not that quick, you know. So I decided to not miss any interview or being late anywhere. So I decided to wake up earlier. At least I can reach the place where I have to be before 20 minutes before. But every time I reached the place, I always found Shaggy there waiting for me. And his big name and all that. And I was like, I don't want Shaggy to wait for me again. And then I decided to come like 30 minutes before. So that's his plan. Shaggy taught me that you have to reach where you have to be 30 minutes earlier. That helped me to be on time every time. If it was not him, I couldn't make it. You know, us will be like, there is a traffic jam. You know. They never do that. If you have to be there at this time, then you have to be there. So thank God I did it, but all that was because of Shaggy. And also the sound system. When you're going to perform in front of people, you know, you have to have a good quality sound system, and they don't take long to do all that work. No. It's the sound is set, everything ready. So it was very good. At the first I was like, this is going to be a bit challenging because we are not used to big. And no, it's good. It's really good because when you reach at the time, on time, then your things are going to go through very well. But you know, here we're still struggling. We have good sound engineers, and we have people who have invested in the industry, but we are not on that level. Yeah, and I believe the more we see that, the more we do it, because we didn't have the BK Arena before, but now we have it because we saw that. So I think maybe in more years coming, maybe we'll invest in sound system production. I don't give advices, man. I don't give advices because they see me. I didn't go and ask Shaggy, how do you do this? No, I just look at him and see how he does it. And I live here in Rwanda, and I don't think I will ever leave this country because I really enjoy it when I'm in my hometown. So they can see me whenever I do it bad, then they will correct it. If I do it better, good for them, they will learn. Yeah, which one? There's a song called Abu Dhabi. I recorded that song in 2021, if not 2020. So I was in the studio. I started a song with Ele. We recorded a song. It was a very good song. And then Austin showed up. Yeah, he have just that habit of coming through from nowhere. I saw him. He appeared there with some food and drinks, and he was like, yo guys, have some food, all that. And we played the song. He was like, yo, I need to jump on this. And I was like, no, you're not going to jump in it. You're going to help me to write it instead. He was like, are you serious? I was like, yes. We started writing the song. He agreed, yeah. We started writing the song. And then after recording, we went to shoot the song in Dar es Salaam. I went in Dar es Salaam. We were about to shoot the song with Kenny. He's a director from, a video director from Tanzania. And then he told me that we're not going to shoot in Dar es Salaam. We have to go up country. Now we went, we drove for like 5 hours going to shoot. I didn't expect that. And when I went to Dar es Salaam, a few of my friends, like 10 people, I went with them in Dar es Salaam. So for them, they were enjoying. I had tough times back there because we went to shoot. After getting there, there were no hotels, there was nothing. And we had to drive for 5 hours going and then shoot and then back for 5 hours. It was a bit challenging. Yeah, that's what I can say. The rest of my songs, some of the behind the scene are not things to put on camera here. You know, the hard thing to win is the heart of a person. So the goal, I may say, people, like fans, they are always there for me, they support me, and they are my boss. So that's all for me, that's all matters for me. You know, this Bruce Melodie you're seeing here on the screen is an artist. That's why we're talking about music and all that. But I also have a family. So when I step in my compound, forget about Bruce Melodie. Now I am a father, I'm a parent, and I'm a husband to someone. So I definitely change, and I have a big family. Sometimes we meet. You know, I don't feel, when I'm in my family, I don't feel as an artist. I feel like a normal person, a father, you know. I have siblings, and you know, that's how I separate my. But apart from my family, then the rest of my life, I'm an artist. You know, because we started this earlier, I don't remember myself depressed, but it might be happened to me, and I did realize what is it, because there's this time comes, and you feel like you want to live it, you want to start new life. Like, yeah, I reached that level of feeling like I'm down and I'm done with music. But also, I just love music I think by blood, so I don't know how I can explain that. I just love music to the level I had no, even my kids can sing right now. So how I handle all that pressure and criticism and all that, I just look at a positive way of my business, and every negative comment, I don't read that. And if I start reading your comment, I say like, I don't read that. I just focus on what is positive, and I just focus on what gives me money, and that's it. Social medias are very useful because you know, when we start.
Congratulations on the first Rwandan musician
to hit 1 million followers on Instagram. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So I was saying, social medias are a very, very needed tool for an artist like me, because back in the days we used to beg people to upload our music on their YouTube channels, so some people can see that. You know, it was very hard for a person who owns a YouTube channel to upload a song, your song. You went and record and pay for the audio and video and all that, and then you're going to take it somewhere and beg them to, or you can pay them to upload it. And yet they're making money from your music. So now we have social media. Thank God we are in a good country where the internet is accessible everywhere. Everyone can live, you know, you don't need now to be played on the radio to be a star. No, you can put your music on Spotify, promote it on TikTok, and then you become famous. So now we can see the real talent. There's no one who is, you know, they had to choose for us what we have to hear or what we have to watch. But now we are all free to watch whatever we need to watch. So I love that from social media, and all negativities from social media are tolerable to me. Are tolerable because, like, the work it does for us is very important. Do you remember yourself without Instagram or TikTok? Can you survive even right now? So we really need social media in our lives, and we really have to learn how to use the social media. And you don't need to insult anyone so you can be big. No. You can even do a positive thing and still you become big, like what we're doing right here. It's not only a job, it's a hobby. You know, this is a, let me tell you this is a very, very good job, because you just start it because you love it, and then you end up making it a business. Imagine doing a thing that you love mostly, so it's a very, very good job. One thing you have to know is my album I've been working on my album since 2021. And I'm still working on it because I don't want to deliver just random songs. No, I just want to give you special songs that I sat down and create and recreate until I have something that I can deliver. So my fans, I know you always pressuring me like, where's the album? You've been teasing for more than what's. I want to give you good quality. I want to give you good music, and I know once I drop my album, everyone will be happy. It's not possible because I'm planning to release an album. Imagine releasing an album over 13 singles you dropped. That's not, like, it doesn't make any sense. So I have to keep you wait for the best, because if I release a lot of songs and then I add more 16 songs for the album, my album has 16 tracks on it. So I have first to wait and make sure that I really need this time to fix all I have to fix in the studio, so I can deliver a good thing. But also, you just need to listen to other artists. I'm giving you a pause so you can listen to fellow artists, and then I'll draw for you 16 songs. I have BNM on my album, that's true, but I said that in Kenya. I didn't know you guys captured that. So I have him on my album, but I have also some other artists. And talking about BN is an East African-based vocalist I know. There is BN, there is Radio, and then Bruce Melodie. Yeah. What I can say about the genres, I have a style called bachata. I don't know if you have heard about it. So I have a bachata song on my album. Oh God, I feel like I can play it for you guys, but I'm excited to drop this album. I have everything you can think of music. Sometimes you get tired and you hire some people to help you to think about the videos, because I'm not that creative when it comes about scripts and all that. But sometimes I wake up with a song and I have a video in my head. Yeah, but not always. There's people who are specialized in that, who can know what a song would look like. Let me give you a name of one of those people. Do you know a lady called Bahari? Yeah. She's very, very talented when it comes about scripts and doing all that. And she's the one who wrote the script for Fude Toya. Kenny have been a friend of mine since we started working together. And he's one of the disciplined artists I've ever saw here in our country. And working with Kenny, I don't think would surprise anyone. Like, especially for our hometown people here in Kigali, they know that he's a friend of mine. It's funny, people say that 155 has a lot of money. Why would I enjoy that alone? I have to call the friends and people who I think they deserve that. So Kenny is one of the best artists I know, and I know I can work with him, and I'll let himself announce this. But for me, let me say this: we are working with Kenny Soul, and that's it. Why do I need to go? Yeah, I do think like I cannot make it alone. From when I start, I've never lived my life as an artist without a manager. I've never lived my life as an artist without a social media manager. Like, I think like I cannot do this alone. If we have this opportunity or having LA in the studio, then we need more artists in 155 so we can produce more songs. So after Kenny Soul, I think the rest will be new artists, like fresh talents. The one who is consistent, like, we had a lot of artists who can sing really, really well and people loved them, but they were not consistent. So if you cannot be consistent, then you cannot make it. They are all good. All they need is discipline, and doing it like every day, release song, record, shoot. You know, these social medias now, you have to shoot every day. So the ones who are being consistent, they're the ones who are going to be big. Because you cannot release one album and be like, yeah, I'm the best. No, you always need to release something new. So I think Giza is good, Kenny Soul is good, Juno His Gender is good, Kivon King, Chris Easy, all these young generations are making it. All we want a big playlist. And that's what I did. That's why I'm here for more than 10 years. I listened all of the albums, but Juno's album was the best, and the first album of Nengabo. I'm even on the album. Mutware, yeah, that was a big album. Bulldog is not just a rapper. He's too really cool. He can write some punchline, and you would come back after years and years and feel like, yeah, this is happening right now. So he can predict, and he can think, and then he can put that in the beat with a good groove, and that's all we need. You know, it's a good music with a good message, and you know, the full like he's an artist who. Now, you didn't ask me this. I wish Bulldog can write for me a song, like a singing song, not a rap song. He's one of the artists I feel like I can pay him to write for me a song. It may, but I don't have the exact date.